Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki Srila Prabhupada ki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 89, Krishna and Arjuna retrieve a Brahmana's sons. Verse 8 and 9. Sayanam Shriya Utsange Ahate swagatam Brahman Nishitatra asaneshanam Ajanatam agatam vaha Shantum arhatha naha Prabhu Sayanam shriya utsange Padavakshasi atadayat Tat utthaya bhagavan Saha lakshmaya satam gatihi Swatalpad avaruyatha Nunama sirasa munim Ahate swagatam Brahman Nishidatra asaneshanam Ajanatam agatan vaha Shantum arhata na Prabhu. Started? Okay. So word to word meaning. Sayanam, who was lying down. Shriyaha, of the goddess of fortune. Utsange, on the lap. Pada, with his foot. Vakshasi, on his chest. Atadayat, he kicked. Tataha, then. Uthaya, standing up. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Saha Lakshmaya, together with Goddess Lakshmi. Satam, of pure devotees. Gatihi, the destination. Swa, his. Talpat, from the bed. Avaruya, climbing down. Atha, then. Nanama, he bowed down. Sirasa, with his head. Munim, to the sage. Aha, he said. Te, to you. Suagatam, welcome. Brahman, O Brahmana. Nishita, please sit. Atra, in this. Asane, seat. Shanam, for a moment. Ajanatam, who were unaware. Agatan, arrived. Vaha, of you. Shantam, forgive. Arhatha, you should please. Naha, us. Prabhu, O Master. Translation and prepared by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. There he went up to the Supreme Lord, who was lying with his head on the lap of his consort, Shri, and kicked him on the chest. The Lord then rose, along with the goddess Lakshmi, as a sign of respect. Coming down from his bedstead, that supreme goal of all pure devotees, bowed his head to the floor before the sage and told him, Welcome Brahmana, please sit in this chair and rest a while. Kindly forgive us, dear master, for not noticing your arrival. Purport. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, at the time of this pastime, Bhrigu Muni had not yet become a pure Vaishnava. Otherwise, he would not have acted so rashly toward the Supreme Lord. Not only was Lord Vishnu taking rest, but he was lying with his head in his wife's lap. For Bhrigu to strike him in this position, and not with his hand but with his foot, was worse than any other offense Bhrigu could have imagined. Srila Prabhupada comments, of course, Lord Vishnu is all merciful. He did not become angry at the activities of Bhrigu Muni, because Bhrigu Muni was a great Brahmana. A Brahmana is to be excused even if he sometimes commits an offense. And Lord Vishnu set the example. Yet it is said that from the time of this incident, the goddess of fortune Lakshmi has not been very favorably disposed toward the Brahmanas. And therefore, because the goddess of fortune withholds her benedictions from them, the Brahmanas are generally very poor. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurativase Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dena Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are usually taught to offer our obeisances, pranam, dandavat pranam to the Supreme Lord. Here we see a Brahmana kicking the Lord on his chest. Like this is very rare. Like we have seen many pastimes with the demons also where Krishna is fighting, but nobody was able to kick the Lord. But here Brahmana is able to do that. So, Atitaha to Sharam Aksharat. Krishna is transcendental to all, the fallible and infallible. He is greatest, the best, Uttamaha, and celebrated as the supreme person in the world and the Vedas. Ato Asmi Loke Vedecha Pratititaha Purushottama. But still, here we are saying that the sages want to check the Lord, how much he is in goodness. Because goodness is very important for one to go back to Godhead. So, is the Lord in mood of goodness? So the plan was made and the task was assigned to Bhrigu. So here the Lord, his reciprocation, how he tolerates, is very wonderful. It said that, Lokeshu sarva loka mala apaham, that by hearing Lord's glories, it destroys all the contamination, not within the heart, within the whole universe. And that's why every day we are hearing the glories of the Lord. And today we are hearing how Bhrigu checks the Lord. So Sattvam Tat Tirtha Sadhanam, it is the mode of goodness which is means of attaining life's ultimate success, which is going back home, back to Godhead. And when one is in the quality of goodness in full, he possesses some qualities in which tolerance, equanimity, forgiving, they all come. Those who are not in mode of goodness, in other modes, passion and ignorance, they are prone to get angry. So in the previous verses, we saw how Bhrigu, who was son of Brahma, he went to Brahma and he offended Brahma with the mind. He was not didn't offer him obeisances, not any prayers. He was just rejecting him, ignoring him. And this offended Brahma. He was so agitated, how can he do that? He's my son. At least he should acknowledge that. And Brahma showed his symptoms of anger. But through his intelligence, he was able to overcome that. And he could control his words. Then he went to Lord Shiva. And Shiva is brother of Bhrigu. And when he saw Bhrigu after a long time, he went to embrace Bhrigu. Oh, my brother. He said, hey, do. Go away. You are a faku. You are ugly person, not hygienic. You are what do you say? Fake heretic. It's mentioned here. So don't touch me. Don't come close to me. Here he offended Shiva with his speech, and he got so angry. Like, he's my brother. Now how can he do that? He lifted his trident just to kill him. And Parvati was there, and she said, "Please, Lord, please forgive him." And she pacified Lord Shiva and brought him to forgive his anger and cooled him down. So he checked Shiva also. Now he is going to Lord Vishnu. And here he is offending to his body. Okay, within mind, theek hai, chalo. Speech, okay, one forgets. But body, like physical attack, that's the ultimatum. And this is what he is doing here. So he goes there, and what's the situation? Lord Vishnu is lying on the lap of his wife. Like, this is a very intimate situation, a very comfortable situation, and nobody should get disturbed. But Bhrigu Muni just goes inside because nobody can stop the Brahmana, and he just goes there and kicks the Lord. Like, he's resting and he's getting kicked. And interestingly, Lord Vishnu, he immediately falls on the ground, bows his head on the floor, and offers his obeisances to Bhrigu Muni. Like, even if our dear ones, they wake us up for Mangal Arati, we get angry. Why you woke me up, this and that. Sometimes we use words also, or we are like very angry. And here, Bhrigu Muni, who is a Brahmana, who is subordinate, he is kicking the Lord. But his reaction is like so wonderful. He started offering obeisances. And then, not only that, he is giving him a seat. Please sit on this asana. Please forgive us. He's asking forgiveness also, that we were not conscious about your arrival, and that's why we are inattentive. Please forgive us and give your blessing to us. So who can do that? Like, it's very rare to see one responding in this way. But Krishna did that, and he set a very good example. So Srila Prabhupada says that to advance in Krishna consciousness, one should learn to tolerate. And this is what one needs to practice with his years going on. One should learn to tolerate. That's why when we come in new bhakta, you are given so many instructions and we need to tolerate. And we need to just do our service. So the one who tolerates, he goes in the long run. One who reacts and starts offending, they disappear within time. It's very normal. This is a normal process we see. So Srila Prabhupada says that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives a very nice example of tolerance. He says, Trinadapi sunichena. Like, you should tolerate. Why? Because what's your position? You should be humbler than the grass. You should have no pride. I'm this and that. What is this and that? You are a spirit soul. And what's the size of the spirit soul? 10,000 part of the tip of the head. That's your magnanimity. That's your size. You are very insignificant. Grass is bigger than that. So you should be more humbler than that. And not only that, you should be tolerant also. And how much tolerant? Should be tolerant more than the tree. Tree is always standing in the winter, in the rainy season, in the hot summer season. Nothing, no complaining. People cut his branches, he doesn't complain. Snatches the fruits, never complain. Take the flowers and throw here and there, never complain. And always give shade. So it's very interesting that there is one thing called tolerance. But to be very magnanimous, like reciprocate in a very kind way, the way Lord did, that's very different. And you can only do that if you are equanimous, like not attached. Because when you are attached, you are one-sided. So passionate people, they are attached. Mode of passion means mode of attachment. It should go always in my way or the highway. And mode of goodness people, they are detached. They are dependent, not like it's my way. And that's why they can forgive, and that's why they can react in a way which is like unimaginable. Srila Prabhupada, when he was in US, he was giving many programs, and one Mukherjee, he came to meet Srila Prabhupada. And he was glorifying Prabhupada, what nice work you are doing, preaching about Bhagavad Gita. He was appreciating like anything. And then Prabhupada was supposed to give a class, like some program, and he was also in the audience. After the class, Prabhupada requested if anyone has any question. Mukherjee raised his hand and he said, "Why are you coming here? What's the reason for you coming here?" And he was like rebuking Srila Prabhupada like anything. and saying, we don't need you, go back. Like few hours before, he was like nicely glorifying him. Now, he's like openly, publicly criticizing Srila Prabhupada. And like devotees were so upset with him, like they were about to beat him. Prabhupada said, let it be. And then one devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, like, how come this happened? Srila Prabhupada said, this might be my karma from my last life, that he reciprocated in that way. And Krishna wanted that. So it happened. So Srila Prabhupada accepted that. He didn't rebel, oh, I'm an acharya and this and that, and nobody should go against me. He accepted this is Krishna's will. So devotees, they are humbler because they know that Krishna is in control. People are proud because they think they are in control. And that's why they are always agitated and they get frustrated very easily. Those who are dependent on the Lord, because they know Krishna is the controller, they are blissful. Just like a small child, he's dependent on his parents. Whatever he wants, he asks his parents. He never gets frustrated this and that. He knows his parents will give him because they are in control. So similarly, Krishna is always in control, but we think we are in control. Ahankar, Vibhudatma, and we think we are the doer. And that's why we get affected by the waves of Maya. Affected by lust, affected by pride, by anger. And then we are always in this whirlpool of like waves coming and throwing us here and there. And we are suffering like anything. Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika, Adhyatmika Klesha. That's why to develop mode of goodness is so much emphasized. And we have to be forbearing also, able to give fruits also. So this is the level which is expected from Vaishnava, because Mahaprabhu is saying one should be Tinadapi Sanuchina, Taruravya Sahishnuna, Amanina Manidina, Kirtaniya Sadhari. Do not expect any respect. What is respectful in you? But give everyone respect. And if you do that, then what will happen? You can always chant Hare Krishna. You can always remember Krishna. And those who are able to do that, they are sure to go back to Godhead. So, the test of our devotional service will be checked how much we are inclined to chant our rounds. How much inclined we are to glorify Krishna instead of ourselves. How much inclined we are to serve the devotees. If these three things are not increasing, then we are not advancing. If these three things are increasing, it means we are sure advancing. So that way we can check. Not 2 rounds became 3 rounds, now we have a Jane also, Upanayan, and now I have a Danda also. That's okay, that's external. But main thing is internal, which we can check ourselves, how much we are advancing. So tolerance is a quality of the mode of goodness. And we see that those who are not attached, they can decide very nicely, they can guide very nicely. Just like when we are in a particular situation, we are very passionate. So we want things to happen in this way. And we are like rebelling and fighting for that. But the one person whom we take guidance, he is not attached to that situation. So he can guide you very nicely. So you should do like this. Similarly, if we are in a situation where we have to give some help to someone, but that person is attached, we can give him a very nice guidance. So this attachment is very important, and how much detached you are. So if you are detached, you can guide very nicely, and you can, decide very nicely. But if you are attached, just like Dhruva Maharaj, when his brother was killed, he started killing these yakshas. And the proprietors were killed, but Dhruva Maharaj didn't stop at that. He started killing the whole, species of yakshas. And he was not stopping, and this was issue, because you cannot kill the whole species. So these 2 great personalities came down, Brahma and Swayambhuva Manu. And they said, this is not helpful. The one who are to be punished, they are punished. But why are you killing everyone? So Dhruva Maharaj was like very passionate with anger, and he wanted to destroy everyone. But these 2 personalities, they were not attached. They are sublime. And they said, Krishna is pleased when devotees are tolerant and are merciful to others. When they reminded him about that, then Dhruva Maharaj regained his consciousness. That's what I am supposed to do. Because Dhruva Maharaj was a devotee, but he got affected by the modes. And in the association of great personalities, he was able to again come back in the proper consciousness. That's why association matters a lot. When Shiva got angry, Parvati calmed him down. Similarly, when we were surrounded with devotees, we have shelter of Krishna in one way. They can guide us, they can correct us, But if we are away from devotees, we don't like to associate with devotees, then it's very easy to fall down. It's very, very easy to fall down. That's why Sadhu Sangha, if you have Sadhu Sangha, you can advance very nicely. Because Sadhu Sangha is just like a stick by which you can walk on the path of devotional service, which is very slippery. So, devotees are very merciful, just like the Lord. And even they curse someone, it's a mercy on them. Narad Muni cursed the sons of Kuvera to become a tree. So someone might say like they are demigods and they are supposed to enjoy. Now they are getting cursed. And okay, cursed like, okay, 1-2 years of punishment. But so many years of punishment, becoming a Arjuna tree. And interestingly, they were able to regain that consciousness also, that why they are punished. So they can repent also. Srila Prabhupada says that Arjuna tree is a type of tree where you can maintain your consciousness. So they were able to understand why they are punished and they were able to see the pastimes of the Lord. This was the mercy of Narad Muni. And Narad Muni even promised that this you will be delivered by the mercy of the Lord. You will be able to see Lord Krishna. Today we were reading that when demigods, when they entered Dwarka, they saw Krishna, his features, and they were praying that these yogis, they are meditating so devotionally, intensely on the lotus feet. But still they are not able to see the whole feature of the Lord. And we demigods, we are having so much mercy of the Lord that we are seeing the whole feature of the Lord. Similarly, these Kuveras, although they are punished, but they are seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead in front of them. So that's the mercy of the Lord, by which they were able to see the Lord. And they got this mercy by the curse of Vaishnava. So Vaishnava, even they curse you, they won't curse you, then they correct you and chastise you, we have to see it as mercy. Imagine nobody telling you, please chant your rounds on time. Please chant your rounds attentively. Please come for Mangalarti. Please come for this. Our life will be like very haphazard, very dangerous path. But we have them, we should appreciate that they are concerned about us. If we have no one around us who is concerned about our devotional practice, we are in a very bad situation. We think we are advancing, but we have no friends at all. Then who will make us remember Krishna? That's the most important element. On our own endeavor, we can remember Krishna. We have to see ourselves, can we do that? But by mercy of devotees who will be surrounding us at the time when we pass away, they will make us remember Krishna by shouting and chanting the Lord's glories. So this is how we need to be very appreciative of the association of devotees, and that's the whole mood of the temple. Why a temple is there? Not for enjoyment, it's there to that devotees, like-minded people, they associate, they share their struggle, their realization, and glorify Krishna. That's the whole aim. If that's not there, then it's just a hollow building. Externally very beautiful, but internally deteriorating. So that's the whole essence. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. By that only, things will be spiritual. Otherwise, it will deteriorate. So, one should see God's mercy in suffering conditions. Because Krishna is Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. Yesterday we were reading the quote of Srila Prabhupada where he was saying that if we see that we are suffering, and in suffering we are able to see mercy of the Lord, if you have that mindset, we are eligible to go back to Godhead. That by my karma, I was supposed to suffer more. But Krishna has reduced that suffering and given me just a tiny little punishment. And then still tolerates and continues devotional service. Such a person is eligible to go back to Godhead. So that's very important, to see Krishna's mercy in every situation. Because outsiders they are not able to see Krishna's mercy. Because they're passionate, they want their way. And Krishna has his own way, which is helpful for us. So unless they understand that Krishna is our well-wisher, we also understand that Krishna is our well-wisher, we cannot be happy. Sa shantam prachati. Bhoktaram yagyatapasam sarva lokam aishwaram. Suridam sarva bhutanam. That Krishna is our well-wisher. And if he is our well-wisher, then nothing will go wrong. This faith will determine our advancement. We were hearing that people get contaminated by many things in illusion and in Maya, and they take process of reading Vedas and So many processes. But the one who has developed faith on the Lord, he can purify everything. So that's the most important element, developing faith, which is only possible by Shravanam, in association of devotees. There is no other way. You cannot develop faith by becoming scholar and then arguing this and that, oh, this is right, this is wrong. No. By Shravanam, by hearing from self-realized souls, we can develop faith. We can get inspired to surrender. So this is very important. That's why Srila Prabhupada implemented morning Bhagavatam class, evening Bhagavatam class, and then the whole day again Bhagavatam, preaching about Krishna. Through your activities, that's the most essential element. So we can do that because this is a science. Just like if you're having some facility, try to develop a facility which will make people remember Krishna. Just like when people come inside, they see a beautiful temple, but when they hear the holy name, they remember Krishna and they start dancing. Like such a best thing. And they appreciate, oh, such nicely they have maintained, so cleanly they are doing everything. So this is what we have to do. Through our activities, we have to preach Krishna consciousness. And we have to engage our intelligence, our mind in more exploring better ways, refining it, and striving for that. Because if we don't do that, then our intelligence will be like a dam, what do you say? Daldal? Swamp? It will be like a swamp. It will get deteriorated. So it should be like ever flowing, should be always active. Okay, I can do that, I can do this. So if we challenge ourselves, okay, let me do something better. So then we will be always active. Otherwise it will be like, Mangal Arti, chanting, 16, 16, why 16? It will become like a burden. Srila Prabhupada said, if you don't follow the practice, if you don't appreciate Krishna, then deity worship will be like gala. It will be like a knot on in your neck. So that's why we need to be always like inspired. And this is what we need to do. Always trying to do better and better for Krishna. Because this whole material world is full of jealousy. Srila Prabhupada said, the whole world is full of jealousy. And this we see in our society also sometimes. Like people are jealous. They are devotees but jealous because everybody is a patient. Somebody is getting purified and is getting recovered, but some is in the way. And that we need to understand. So we should not complain why like this. Because this is how it will be. This is Kali Yuga. And it will be full of jealousy. Jealousy is also there in the heavenly planet also. What about that? They are in mode of goodness. But still there is jealousy. So jealousy will be there. What we have to do, we have to learn to tolerate. This is what we need to develop. Learn to tolerate. And to do that, we need to properly pursue the path of Krishna consciousness. If we change anything or make our own process, then we won't be able to develop tolerance. So that's why understanding the process is very much important. That's why we read Shastra. We understand what Srila Prabhupada is trying to implement. Prabhupada started very simply. He went outside, started chanting Hare Krishna. And now we are having such a beautiful arrangement by his standing under the tree and chanting Hare Krishna. So if Prabhupada started that and has developed this, we can even maintain that by chanting Hare Krishna. But if our faith is that, oh, this is not important, we have to set up some business arrangement and that arrangement, and our faith is based on that, then how can we be Krishna conscious? It will be difficult. Very difficult. So the whole aim of life should be dependent on Krishna, because we are here because we want to be independent. So if we don't develop dependency in bhakti, then what's the point of being in bhakti? And making a show that we are in bhakti. So we have to understand the process properly in guidance and follow it very sincerely. And then we can see that Bhagavatam is our shelter. Because Bhagavatam is for whom? Nirmat Saranam Satam, for non-NS people. So only non-NS people can follow Bhagavatam Dharma, not everyone. And they can appreciate Bhagavatam Dharma. So Bhagavatam is all about developing taste for hearing. That's Bhagavatam. We hear Bhagavatam is spoken to Parikshit Maharaj, who is not sleeping, not eating, not drinking anything, just hearing Bhagavatam. What he's trying to say? You need to develop taste for hearing. So if you're not developing taste for hearing, then we are not on that path. We are still struggling in the cycle of pride and position and so many things. So that's why we need to understand the path of Krishna consciousness properly. So it said that Shama, forgiveness, is the foundation of tolerance. So we can be tolerant. Oh, I'm tolerating. Oh, what we have to do? We have to tolerate. It's like there was one past time where one devotee is complaining about his companion, his friend, like his leader, that Prabhupada, this guy is really a nonsense. Like it's so difficult to tolerate him. So much difficult to tolerate him. Srila Prabhupada says, you tolerate him the way I am tolerating you. That's it. You tolerate him because somebody is also tolerating you. That if you need to understand, we are not perfect. But perfection lies in understanding that we are imperfect. And that's why we need to be dependent on the mercy of the Lord and the devotees. That's the only perfection we can understand. So Shama, forgiveness, is only possible when we understand that everybody is tolerating us. So if they are forgiving us, why should we not forgive them? So that's why we can be tolerant. Otherwise, internally we'll be burning. Let me get a chance, I'll destroy this person. Tolerating externally, but let me get a chance, I'll destroy this person. Like burning with fire and anger, waiting for the chance to strike back. But if you forgive, which is the symptom of a Brahmana, especially a Vaishnava, Shama, then it's so easy to tolerate. We'll forget also, out of the mind. If we keep it with us and strive with that, then we'll be developing enviousness, which is not a symptom of a Vaishnava. And then we'll be destroying our bhakti. And we will be committing offense within the mind, with the speech, and within the body also. We won't realize also. So devotees, they forgive. We see the pastime of Shivas Thakur, who was like, this guy Gopal Chapal, he was envious of Shivas Thakur because he was always chanting and the kirtan was going on in his house, and Brahmanas, he was not allowed. So what he did, he tried to defame Shivas Thakur by placing the Kali worship paraphernalia. And so that they understand that he is a fake. He's pretending to be a Vaishnava, but see, he's worshipping in the mode of ignorance. And when Shivas Thakur came out, he called everybody, see how lowly person I am. I'm worshipping Goddess Kali. And they got everyone and they cleaned. People didn't agree to that. But this guy, he got punished. Worms were like, insects were eating his body, his flesh, and he was like suffering like anything. And went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, said, I'm your uncle. Give me your mercy. Please forgive me. And Mahaprabhu said, because Krishna, he can tolerate inconvenience to him. But when it's given to his devotees, he loses his cool. And he said to this Gopal that if I want, I'll punish you like this for millions of lifetime. Because you have offended my devotee Shivas Thakur. And then he gave him a hint also. You offended him, ask forgiveness from him, not from me. So when he went to Shivas Thakur easily forgave him. Oh, not a problem. And then he was recovered. Then he got him mercy. Same, Amrish Maharaj, like for no reason at all, Durvasa Muni got angry, even though a Brahmana, and he wanted to kill Amrish Maharaj. He invoked the demon, and then what happened? Sudarshan came in between and he killed the demon. And then he went for the Brahmana, who was Durvasa Muni. Like, Hitayacha, Krishna is always looking for welfare of Brahmana, but here he is not able to tolerate inconvenience to his devotees, and he will kill the Brahmana if he is doing like this, offending the Vaishnava. And Sudarshan make him run like anything. He went everywhere. He went to Brahma, he went to Shiva, he went to Vishnu, and he said, I cannot do anything. Sudarshan, he cannot tolerate offend to my devotees, so he is active. So if you want, you have to ask forgiveness from Amrish Maharaj. And when Durvasa Muni reached Amrish Maharaj, he offered Dandavat. Amrish Maharaj said, what are you doing? Please don't do like this. It's so disrespectful. Please, he started asking forgiveness. And then he forgave. He never took as an offense, but when he forgave, Sudarshan Chakra, it disappeared. So that's the symptom of a devotee. He forgives. He doesn't hold back. And that's why he's peaceful. When we hold back things in our heart, we can never be peaceful. We're always making schemes when we'll get the chance back, or making some agenda or propaganda to destroy the devotee. So that is very dangerous. It's like we are really in a swamp. That's why we need to call for help. Please help me. And devotees are merciful, they will help you, bring you out of the swamp. So today is also, disappearance of Ishwarapuri or appearance? Ishwarapuri? Disappearance of Ishwarapuri, who is the spiritual master of our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Jaya Shri Madhava Puri Krishna Prema Pura Bhakti Kalpataru Ha Tenoho Pratham Ankura. All glories to Shri Madhavendra Puri, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna. He is a desire tree of devotional service, and it is in him that the seed of devotional service first fructified. Shri Ishwara Puri Rupe Ankura Pushta Haila Apane Chaitanya Mali Skanda Upajila. The seed of devotional service next fructified in the form of Shri Ishwara Puri. And then the gardener himself, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, became the main trunk of the tree of devotional service. The love of Godhead was manifested in Shri Madhavendra Puri, and it was then passed on to Shri Ishwara Puri. So Shri Ishwara Puri was born in a Brahmana family and was a very dear disciple of Madhavendra Puri, because he served him like anything, and especially in his last phase. So disciple, he never leaves the shelter of his guru. Whatever is the condition, favorable or unfavorable for him. So at the last stage, Shri Madhavendra Puri was like totally invalid, helpless. He cannot do his natural thing also by himself and needed assistance, unable to move. So Ishwari Puri completely engaged himself in his service, personal service. And so much that he personally cleaned up the stool of Madhavendra Puri because he was not able to walk. And this is how he served him, and always chanting Hare Krishna for him, mantra, and then reading pastimes of Krishna so that he can remember Krishna always. And this is how he assisted his guru in the last phase to make him remember Krishna. So, Krishna's devotees are always protected. But Krishna sometimes makes his devotees like invalid so that his disciples get a chance to serve him. And they get purified and they get the mercy. So Krishna makes the arrangement for his devotee. This is how Krishna does that. And Madhavendra Puri was very pleased by Ishwara Puri, and he blessed Ishwara Puri that, my dear boy, I can only pray to Krishna that he will be pleased with you. Sometimes people go to his guru to get fame, to get some blessing so that he gets more money and more better material wealth. But here what is the blessing? That may Krishna be pleased with you, so that he gives you the real wealth, which is Krishna prema. And this is what Ishwara Puri got, and he gave, Mahaprabhu already had, and this is the reason why Mahaprabhu took initiation from Ishwara Puri. Ishwara Puri met Mahaprabhu before giving him initiation when he went to Navadvip, and he disguised himself so that nobody can recognize him. And he was staying for 1 month, like some months, in the house of Gopinath Acharya. And there he met Mahaprabhu. And when he saw Mahaprabhu, he got attracted, like such a beautiful person. Like he's not an ordinary person, he's definitely Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu requested him to come at his place. And there they were discussing Krishna Katha. They were immersed and they were very happy. When Mahaprabhu went to Gaya to do his Pinda Dan, there he met again to Ishwara Puri. And he said, like, Pindadan is okay. You can deliver your father. But by seeing a Vaishnava like you, like my whole generation of forefathers will be delivered. That's the potency of meeting a Vaishnava. So my visit to Gaya is successful by visiting you. Please bestow this divine mantra on me. Please give me shelter. Ishwar Puri said, if I want to give myself to you. What mantra? I will give you myself only. So then Ishwar Puri initiated Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu from that onwards, when we went back to Navadvip, he just was chanting Hare Krishna and glorifying Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada says in the purport that without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. We need grace of spiritual master. But when we chant Vande Guru, Shri Gurun, we say Shri Guru, not only our Diksha Guru, others also who are guiding us, who are our well-wisher, who are concerned about us. We should serve them also. Not like become fanatic, only these others are nothing, and disrespecting them. No. This whole society of Vaishnavas are there to help each other. And that's why we should take shelter of each other. And those who are not able to take shelter, we should be merciful on them. Just like Nityananda Prabhu, he saw Jagai and Madai and everybody was running away from them, Jagai and Madai. But Nityananda Prabhu, he gave them his mercy. And the pursuit of that, he got attacked also by them. But he tolerated that, still gave him his mercy. And by that mercy, they got the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. So that's why we are followers of Nityananda Prabhu and how we need to be also merciful. And whoever comes to our temple, like, it's so beautiful by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, people automatically come here. They make a point to visit this Angrez Mandir. They say Angrez Mandir, but ISKCON Mandir. They want to come here. And it's our duty as these servitors here to give them an experience which they can remember, and it inspires them to take up the process of Krishna consciousness. They come here, they do their full to selfie, what to do, we cannot control. They do eat here and they go. Some benefit. But if our behavior is like that, they will always remember that. They will always remember that. And this is what is our duty, to preach Krishna consciousness, and this is how we can please Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, when he heard that when Juhu temple was there and people were visiting the temple, and he was taking report from, I think, His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj, and he said, how many people are visiting? He said, 50 people, Srila Prabhupada. So many. 50 people, so many. And how many we are having every day? Thousands and thousands. How much pleased Srila Prabhupada will be. But he will be pleased if we are able to attend to them. There's a pastime also, right? Where one pujari was doing his arti and one person he came to visit and he didn't attend that person, businessman, and this guy was only doing arti, very busy in following the whole ritual. And this person, he met Srila Prabhupada in India, in Juhu, I think so, and he complained that I went to a temple, but nobody attended me. Prabhupada called, who was the guy who was there in the temple? Like, you leave the arti and you meet this person. Give him respect, give him prasadam, give him sweet words, and take care of him. This is your duty. Leave the arti. This is what Srila Prabhupada wanted. So, if we cannot do this minimum thing, then how we will please Srila Prabhupada? And without pleasing him, how can we expect proper consciousness? How we can expect to develop Krishna Prem? So that's why we need to remember ourselves, and this is the whole point of attending class, that we remind ourselves again and again, because we forget. We are conditioned soul. We have imperfect senses. We will forget. We will commit mistake. And we will cheat also. Pretender. And that's why we need to remind ourselves that we are conditioned. And that's why we need to take shelter and deliver ourselves. That's the whole essence. And if we do that, then we can always be blissful. Not happy, we'll be blissful. So, thank you. Hare Krishna. So, any questions or any comments?
We've often heard that you have to become a pure devotee actually to enter Vaikuntha or the spiritual world, but we're hearing that Bhrigu Muni wasn't a pure devotee yet, but how he got the darshan of Krishna or Vishnu like that, to get darshan of the Supreme Lord without being a pure devotee. Is there a secret to that? Or?
Yeah. Krishna's mercy is causeless. Krishna's mercy is causeless. There is no cause. If he wants, I will give my example. What is there for me to get attracted by Krishna's mercy? Krishna gave it because his mercy is causeless. So Bhrigu Muni was able to do that because Krishna gave his mercy. Just like demigods were astonished at how they are able to see Krishna. But Krishna gave his mercy. So there is no particular reason.
That one, without motivation, without any kind of desires for jnana or fruitive activities, one should approach. But it looks like he had a motivation and wasn't a pure devotee.
It's a special case to glorify Krishna, I think so. And Bhrigu Muni agreed to that because it's not he's a small personality. He knows who is Krishna.
I think the four Kumaras also went to Vaikuntha and Krishna gave them darshan. But they gave up their Brahmavada understanding and
they got attracted.
Took up bhakti.
Bhakti.
So I guess only by bhakti, right?
Only by mercy of some devotee, Bhrigu Muni got this darshan. It's like Dhruva, we hear the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj, How he got darshan of Lord? Because he followed Narad Muni. Not by his tapasya or his austerity or demigods were suffering. He followed Narad Muni. That's why he got darshan of the Lord. So that's the whole reason, I think. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what is the relationship between humility and tolerance? And the connected question is, do we have to endeavor for humility and tolerance, or they come automatically while we are progressing on the devotional path?
So humility means to understand our position. What's our constitutional position is, that due to false ego we think we are this body or we are this and we are that. And that's why we act impudently. And but we realize by hearing that we are Krishna and Nityadas. And our position is to serve Krishna. Why? Because Krishna is supreme. And how Krishna is supreme? He's showing how he's supreme. We cannot do this, but Krishna is able to do that. How much powerful he is, how much wealthy he is, how much beautiful he is. We are nothing in front of him. And we realize our position. This helps us to develop humility. So, that's one thing. Now, tolerance. Tolerance we need to practice. Tolerance we need to practice. So, and why we need to tolerate? Because Krishna is our well-wisher. As just I mentioned in the class, if Krishna is our well-wisher, there is nothing wrong happening to us. There is a story by Srila Prabhupada that one prince, he got his finger cut, like it got damaged while practicing archery, and it was a royal finger. So the minister said, whatever happens, it's Krishna's will, it's for your good. And this prince got so angry. My royal finger has been lost, and you said it's good for me? How it's good for me? Throw this guy in the jail. And then few days later, this prince, he goes for the hunting expedition with his other ministers. And there he was caught by the tribals who are eating man. So they took him for offering to the goddess. And while offering, they were bathing him, and they saw his finger is cut. Like, this is not a suitable offering to offer to the goddess. And they rejected him. Go away from here. Go away from here. And then he came back. Oh, this guy said, whatever happens, it's for my own good. And then he went back and told his minister that I got rescued by my finger got cut, but I was helpful. It was good for me. But you got thrown in the prison. How Krishna is merciful on you. And then he explained, oh my dear prince, if I had joined you in this expedition, they would have definitely caught me instead of you. They would have sacrificed me only. So Krishna was merciful on me. That's why he threw me in jail. So this is how we have to understand. Krishna is our well-wisher. And when he is our well-wisher, whatever inconvenience we are having, matas prashas to konteya sittoshna sukha dukkada, we should tolerate. That we need to practice. Humility we need to understand, and tolerance we need to practice. That's the only thing I can say. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the nice class. Prabhu, you were talking about Krishna's mercy, and we see a few examples in Srimad Bhagavatam, like when Putana came to kill Krishna, he awarded her with the position of a nurse in the spiritual world. But for Ashwathama, Krishna gave him the most severe punishment. So how do we conduct ourselves in a way that we always get the mercy of Krishna and not any severe punishment from him?
So Putna, when she was sister of Bali Maharaj, when she saw Vamanadev, she was so attracted. She wanted to be the mother of this boy and to feed Krishna. And when she saw that how his brother was cheated, then she wanted to kill also. So both her desires were fulfilled when Krishna came to perform his pastime. So Putna, she was able to fulfill her desire to kill, but she was not able to kill, and Krishna took the best part, which is serving, and Krishna delivered her. So it was in relation to Krishna directly, but in case of Ashwathama, he wanted to take revenge on his devotees, which Krishna cannot tolerate. But the punishment, he left it to Arjuna, not to himself. He was encouraging Arjuna, kill this guy. Everybody was like ready to kill Ashwathama. Only, I think so, Draupadi was saying, oh, he's a Brahmana's boy. Huh? Like our Guru Maharaj's son, how can we kill him? Like that my situation, like I don't have any children, they all got killed. Her mother will be in the same situation, so we should forgive her. But Krishna was checking Arjuna, how he will react. And Arjuna understood that and he forgave him. So this is a pastime to understand that how Krishna relates to everyone. But if you offend his devotees, Krishna doesn't forgive. But like not totally was bad for Ashwatthama. He will be the next Vyasdev, I think, and will be performing a pastime to deliver the whole and assist Shri Krishna in his mission. So ultimately, Krishna is everyone's well-wisher. And if we see from that perspective, we can see as it is and we can be satisfied. If we see from our conditioned perspective, we'll be always confused and we'll start judging Krishna only. So that's the thing. So thank you. Hare Krishna. Kantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.